Everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be playing another Total War battle for Warhammer. Sorry, mine's getting the zone from that last battle that I played. It wasn't particularly great, but we'll go ahead and get back in here. I'm going to switch it up today and do a little bit of Empire. This will be the Empire number 3 instead of green skins. I know Empire is very strong. I feel like I got beaten, but I'm not sure if it was... Now this is a guy that keeps leaving. Yeah, I think he's just sitting here like... I just played it like a 30-minute game, and the guy is still sitting here. He just hangs out, and then as soon as someone gets in the lobby, he just leaves. Like, I think he's just deliberately trying to troll people. Because I pulled him in the lobby like 2 or 3 times, and he leaves immediately. So he's just literally sitting here trolling people. Let's see if we don't get him this time. We get somebody else. Okay. Let's try Empire again. I actually ran into a Dwarf build that was very good against me, which I was very surprised about. The Dwarves had 3 cannons, 2 quarrelers. I feel like the Dwarves had the potential to be very good against Empire. I mean, it's really hard if they have a Master Engineer with just a ton of artillery. Now, I don't like these demigryphs really underperformed versus the Dwarves for me, so I want other things. Now, I only run this many handgunners, and maybe I don't need to, against gyrocopters. So maybe if I just run 2 of these, it should be fine. Good against massive dwarven artillery. Not the steam tank, it's too large. We can outrange them with the Hellstorm rocket battery. I think maybe we just want a ton of artillery against them. Now, these aren't very accurate. This should be enough to beat up their line. Maybe we'll throw in a couple of just Empire Knights or something to flank them. I mean, the steam tank can double as something else. I think I want Empire Knight. We'll try that out. This Net of Amenthot, I need that though because I don't know. Maybe the fire one is better, but I'm just so scared of running in a gyrocopter spam. Yesterday, I ran into a game where. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Yesterday I ran into a game. What else do we want? Three of these. We could do a swordsman. Get rid of Foe Seeker and we can do 1 more handgunner. We'll try that out. I ran into a game yesterday. I said I wanted to do a lot of artillery. I just have 1 more cannon. But this Empire Captain I think will be good. Maybe even running more of those would be good with those potions. Just to clog them up. So I just need something that can like get over there and just have the air crew that can just harass the daylights out of their cavalry. And everything else, and just buy time from other units to get up there. Maybe it's a build where I should go like less great swords. Okay, good. This is a smaller map. I can actually get over there. I really don't understand the huge maps. Like, it's very frustrating to play on those. With almost any faction, I just don't want to play on a huge map. Like the last map, the last game that I played, we weren't able even to engage on them.
Ready for war!
Now, usually I would sit in the back, but I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to get them just in an all-out assault if we can just get our great swords over there. So I need to watch the map then, because on this map we really don't even need a lot of artillery. I don't think. I mean, we'll see. Make them my Air Force. Let's go ahead and make the artillery 5. It's fine.
Great cannon!
Should be able to fire on them right off the bat. I want to spread out my swords a little bit.
We are Sigmar's heirs! Great swords! Ready! Ready!
It's a lot harder to do some of these unusual tactics on this map. He's probably, if I were him, he's probably going to set up in this corner or something. And I hit somebody with these shims burning gaze, and it did like no damage. I don't know how. I always get hit by these magic missiles, and they deal like a zillion damage, like half my health bar. But then I hit, you know, their lord with it from on top, just a headshot, and it barely scratched him. I don't know if it's random, like the damage that you get, and I'm just getting unlucky, or like maybe it's super effective against certain kinds of units. I mean, I know it says it's effective against large, but I hit a large lord with it. Well, I guess it wasn't a large lord, it was just a lord that was on the ground. Maybe that was the difference, he wasn't on a mount. So maybe it's not good against mounted things, I don't know.
Artillery! Guns of no!
Longbeards. So he only has one piece of artillery.
Yes, sir! For the Warhammer! Ready! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Go ahead and advance. That's fine.
Listen up! Advance, move! Go!
So we want to flank around as much as possible, just so that he has a smaller possibility of being able to actually hit things. Oh, he's actually coming at us. Interesting. Okay.
Ready for war! Yes, General!
There's my wizard. Over here.
March! Let us go! Ready!
So we'll buy a little bit of time for my people to get some good shots in here.
Yes, General! Understood! Handgunners! Avoiding combat! Quick march! Handgunners! Ready! For the twin-tailed rocket!
Are these slayers? Yeah, they are slayers. Okay. So I need to watch out for the slayers. Avoid them like the plague. Slayers cost more than my Empire Knights, so I'm kind of okay with holding back on them a little bit.
Very well! See to it! Ready to serve!
Nope.
Sigma Santa! Finish! Now! Yes, my lord!
Alright, let's get in here and disrupt these.
Yes! Missiles ready, my crap!
Let's see here. Let's get over here and get these. Hey, when I say don't engage those things and run, that's exactly what I mean, believe it or not.
Quiet, sir! Move out! Go! Sigma calls!
Same thing over here, like, stop fighting them.
Let us formation match! We obey! Yes, General! To battle!
Let's get in there and disrupt that. Oh, he has more than one cannon. He just had some in the back.
Sigma calls!
Let's get in here and fight this. Let's get over here and fight this. Charge that.
Handgunners! Ready! For the Empire! Moving
Let's go ahead and mess with that.
very well!
This Empire Captain's doing some work, tying people up.
Heading out! We obey!
Let's run over here.
For Heldenhammer!
You guys, go. He's got those things chasing. Get into here. Let's get over here and shoot these up.
Now! Send us
Nope.
out!
Not that way.
Heading
Get
out
over
to
here.
I'll ready the men! Ready! Yes, General! Ready! Moving!
Let's get over here. Tie those up.
Yes, General! Sigma calls! Sir!
Alright, let's get these down here. I'll pot with him.
See to it!
Let's refire. Let's shoot these guys.
Yes, General. By Ulrich's wrath.
Cast a little net of Amanthok on these guys. Get out of there.
Aluminous calls. Yes, General. Great swords.
Let's get out here.
Warhammer. For the Empire.
Let's get down here and deal with that. Actually, let's get ready and deal with this. Okay, so I only hit one of them with the net, it looks like, but that's okay. Get over here. Let's get in here and clean that up. Charge that. I have over here.
Yes, sir. Archers work. At speed.
Let's get over here and deal with that. Let's go ahead and get this guy over here. Deal with these. What are these? What is this? No, 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 no. Pop potion, get out of there, get out of there, get out.
Heading out. Move out.
Get out. Come on.
Detachment move. Great swords.
Alright, that's what we want. Get out of there with that. Fire into that.
Sigma calls. Yes, Lord. For the
Get out of here with that. Get out of here and deal with that.
weapons at the ready. Helmet hammer.
Alright, get over here. Run, 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 and run. Run. Like, fly. Use your fly. Does he not have a flying mount? Oh my god.
To battle.
There's some nets on these guys.
Vanish. Great swords ready. For friends.
This guy's okay. Let's get over here and just kill these things.
Yes, General. Sigma calls. Sigma calls. Ready.
Alright, we're just not gonna kill that guy. Let's just gun him down.
Shoot them.
We need to kill most of his army and just not even worry about these things.
Follow at speed.
Yeah, just get that off of him and get over here and kill these.
Great swords. We are Sigma's heirs. My orders stand. Our orders for the Emperor. Light is might.
Oh gosh.
Dagger shot at speed.
Dang it. Couldn't micro him correctly.
Steady, men.
The Slayer's got on
Let
him.
us go. Our friends. Victory will be ours. Detachment move. Great swords. Handgunners. Yes, sir.
Fire in the back of them.
Great cannon.
Fire on these guys. Can we get out here and kill this guy finally? Or is that my guy that's really hurt? What is really hurt over here? I can't tell.
The ground quakes. Numidia guide us.
Can maybe get into there. Oh, charge cyclone going? Yeah, that hurt him pretty bad. Just have to make sure that they don't hurt me that badly.
Handgunners. In range. Sigma Paul.
I don't think we're even scratching that guy. Oh, we are. He's kind of hurt, but that's okay. We'll go over here and kill these Slayers first.
Sigma Paul.
Actually, no, fire into the Slayers. It's fine. Come down here and mess with that guy. Okay, he does have some things cleaning up my guys, but that's fine.
Handgunner.
Yeah, the Slayers should be pretty much dead.
We serve the Emperor. Yes. I speak, you act. Move it. March as one. Our orders for Heldenhammer. Sigma calls. Understood. Yes, General. We serve the Emperor. To battle. Sir. We are Sigma's heirs.
Actually jumping out of there.
Handgunners.
Alright, let's go ahead and
We obey.
fire on these guys. Oh, my cannoneers are actually able to beat them up. That's interesting. Let's fire on that guy.
Yes, General.
Yeah, the great swords are just really good. Yeah, so I messed up my wizard. I think everything else was okay. There's definitely a few things that I could have managed a little bit better. These guys are unbreakable, so we gotta kill them. Yeah, I mean, I let my Empire Knights get into the great swords too much, for sure. Okay, yeah, I probably deserved a Pyrrhic victory on that one. Yeah, that net, I mean, it's okay. I think I would have rather preferred a fire one on that one, but I'm just so scared of that gyrocopter spam now. Alright, so the cannons did pretty well. I just don't know how handgunners match up against gyrocopters. Like, I don't think 2 handgunners alone are enough. I mean, maybe if I have lords with foe seeker on it. Oh, I had 3 handgunners. 3 might be enough. If 3's enough, I could run a fire wizard and then put those flaming attacks on him. And he would only get 25% mitigation instead of... But the great swords are... I don't know. I'll have to math it out and figure it out. But I know that a really good player ran a fire wizard against me as dwarves, and that's what he was putting on his infantry, and they just shredded mine. So, pretty good dwarf build. As you can see, the slayers just... I'm not a huge fan of slayers with dwarves. I've tried them out, but the problem is the enemy can do exactly what I was doing most of the time. Sometimes I got caught. But the enemy can just kind of kite around you because you're not very mobile. As the slayers, I mean, you're okay, but you're not going to be fast enough to catch cavalry or flying things. Now, I'm wondering why my flying guy was not able to get out. Maybe it's because he doesn't have the largest flying mount. He just has sort of a smaller one. That probably has something to do with it. So maybe I should invest in the larger one with my main lord, just so that I can push my way out of things. I did like the Empire Captain. I don't see a lot of people run him. But he just gives you another unit that you can throw in there. He's really tough, you know, with the double pots. And you can just fly around, harass him, and just do a lot of damage. So I'm still a fan of that. I like the Air Force. You know, I do get frustrated in my greenskin campaign against Air Force sometimes, but, you know, as Empire, it's a strength. You just have to do it. Just because I don't like its greenskins doesn't mean that I don't think that it's viable or good. Now, I do think 100% that it's exploitative if you don't have a ground presence anymore and you run around and hide and just cycle charges on people. That's exploitative. I don't do that. I still had a great ground presence. But I think just the micro, just the flying in and out of the lords is good. It's really annoying as greenskins, but I don't think it's exploitative. It's just hard to deal with because you don't have a good anti-air game as the greenskins. So, like I said, I think a decent way to fix that, or to help out with that, would be to just give the greenskins some kind of net or something they can throw that just kind of captures people for a while, kind of like Net of Amanthak, but just something that just captures people and keeps them from running. Or if something's poisoned, while it's poisoned, it can't fly. That might be a good balance change as well. Yeah, because poison has good utility to it. Or if poison did damage over time on it or something like that, just a little bit of damage over time, and then if something is taking damage, then it can't fly. I mean, even if it's taking damage and can't fly, I think that might be... That's probably a little too harsh. But just something to just dial back the flyers, just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't that impressed with this guy. He's just kind of my insurance policy with that net. But it may have been better to go for the Fire Wizard or something. I mean, I've used those magic missiles before and hit things, and they just don't do any damage. At least, not the 2 times that I've used it. Now, it has been against dwarves, and they do get magic damage reduction, and they are a small unit, not a large unit. And maybe both bolts didn't hit them. I don't know. But they're not awesome against dwarves. I don't even like having him on a flying mount, honestly. I mean, it's okay, but I would almost rather spend that money somewhere else. So my initial thoughts, we know the great swords are good. Probably the best infantry in the game. They're very close. They're cheaper than Black Orcs. They're 150 gold cheaper than Black Orcs. Now, they can't get the same kind of steroids that Black Orcs get. But if they're against other infantry, they're very, very strong. They're going to beat up pretty much any other infantry in the game. Very close to it. Whereas Black Orcs, I guess, have a better game against cavalry. These guys are terrible against cavalry. But yeah, I mean, his cannon got 85. Wow. I needed to neutralize that a bit faster, I suppose. Handgunners actually did pretty well that time. They're only 600, keep in mind. So, you know, getting 50 kills for a 600 thing. I mean, these are 900. They only got 36 kills. He's like 1,000. I mean, that net was okay. Like I said, it's just an insurance policy. Maybe I shouldn't be as paranoid against that strategy. And just, instead of running a light wizard to counter it, just run one more handgunner or something to counter it. I don't know. I'll think it over. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I will post up some more Empire. Post up some more Empire videos here. So I hope you enjoyed. I have a lot of greenskin stuff I'm going to release. And I will do other factions again soon. If there's a faction that's your favorite and you want to see me do them again in the near future, just let me know. Just send me send me a private message or just comment on some of the videos and just say, hey, you know, would you mind running another Chaos faction that's my favorite, or just something like that. If you have a particular favorite that you want to see me run, and I will run it. So I'm here primarily for you, you know, just for the entertainment, the education, as much as possible. And of course, I learn from you in the comments as well. And do check out the legendary campaigns that we have going. We have everything except for Chaos. We will do Chaos soon, but we can't do it yet. School season's just around the corner. And I just have, you know, trying to manage 5 other campaigns with League of Legends and with multiplayer for Total War. It takes a lot of time. So I will do Chaos eventually. That'll give us something to do also. Once we finish the other 5 campaigns, you know, to save a little bit in reserve. We'll have some Chaos. And then that way, once they come out with a new faction, hopefully I can do that faction plus Chaos or something, just to give you a little bit of variety. So I think slow rolling the Chaos is not a terrible thing. Also, for instance, when I do Chaos, I'll have Beastmen in it, whereas if I was doing Chaos right now, it would not have Beastmen in it, because ongoing campaigns don't have Beastmen, except for the Beastmen campaign, of course. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you watch a bunch of stuff on this channel and you enjoy it, consider helping to support it. And that's real easy. All it takes is just a couple of clicks. Even just watching more videos, super helpful. Leaving comments. I respond to comments in 24 hours usually. I'm very friendly. I try to get a lively conversation going on. I try to make this a good, welcoming, strategic community. Of course, subscribing helps a ton. Telling your friends that this is a cool channel. Like, any of that just helps a lot with YouTube, because YouTube recognizes one of the big things that determines whether or not videos show up on the first page of YouTube is channel interactions. So views obviously count a lot, but also just the comments, the subs, all these other things that I mentioned. It helps other people find the content to get the same kind of enjoyment that I hope you get out of these videos. So it just takes a couple of clicks and it can make a huge deal. Even if you don't fully want to commit to a subscribe yet, even just a like or a comment, or even just watching a bunch of the videos, all of it helps a ton. So I greatly appreciate anything you can do. And thank you very much. It's always a pleasure broadcasting for you. I hope you had a great time. This is a pretty fun battle. I enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.